Let's talk about car insurance. So some basic words: deductible, same thing. I get in a car accident, how much do you pay before the insurance pays? So I have $5,000 of damage on my car. If I have a deductible of $2,000, I got to pay up to $2,000 and the insurance company will pay the rest. Okay. Collision is a type of insurance that covers damage from a car wreck. So it covers your car or the other person's car. It can also cover some property damage depending on the insurance. And sometimes it might depend on whose fault it is. Okay, if you're at fault, the insurance may or may not cover certain things. Okay, so make sure that you're aware of what your policy says. Liability is a type of part of the car insurance that covers the medical bills of passengers or people in another vehicle who might have been hospitalized, or not just hospitalized, but just straight up injured. It didn't have to include hospitalization, but if it covers injury in an accident. Generally, in most states, liability is absolutely required by law. There's a certain amount that's probably required. Some states will have collision as well as a mandatory requirement. So you really got to know what state you're driving in and make sure you're complying with that, because that can be very costly if you don't have the proper insurance. You can always add more. Okay, so and a lot of that depends on how much are you going to drive. If you're driving a lot, you might want to have a little more. Okay, so there's lots of things like that to consider. The insurance company, when they are telling you how much to pay them for the insurance, they consider your age. So young men, I'm sorry, but your insurance is going to be expensive. You won't believe it when you turn like 25 or 26, suddenly your insurance will cut in half and it'll be unbelievable. Okay. How often have you been in an accident? If you've gotten a ticket or you have marks on your driving record, they will take that into account. They will also look at the mileage driven, and they'll take all of these factors, plug it into a chart. It's called actuarial table, and they'll tell you how much that you're going to pay every month for insurance. Okay. Now, there are other types of insurance, and they'll offer you this at Walmart if you buy an electronic thing. Different types of insurance is kind of what this is getting into, but specifically for cars. At the dealer, oftentimes they will offer you like a gap insurance, and they will explain to you what it is. It's kind of in the middle of the sales pitchy kind of a deal. So it can be a bad idea and it can be a good idea depending on what's going on. We didn't get it one time, and it certainly would have been a good thing if we had. But then every other time I haven't gotten it and never needed it. So GAP covers full replacement of a car if it gets totaled. Okay. However, but you don't pay, and you don't pay monthly payments on it, but you do. They put the payment into your loan. In other words, the loan that you're borrowing for the car grows because you're paying this GAP insurance. So many people say don't get it. You don't really need it. Part of it depends on how much driving and all that kind of stuff you're doing. So just think about it carefully. Okay. If you've got your own savings account and you got an emergency fund, then you may not need that at all. Okay. Warranty. Warranties are actually a type of insurance, if you will. It's a way of managing risk, but it covers the mechanical repair. And generally, a lot of times it can be rolled into the loan, the car loan. You can also buy add-ons or purchase extra warranty, but basically it's kind of like a maintenance plan / insurance. In case something breaks, they'll fix your car. Make sure you're reading the fine print, because sometimes they'll fix certain things and not other things, and all of that. So make sure you know what you're getting. Another one you could say is roadside assistance, which is actually a really good one to have in Southern California, where driving is nuts compared to many places in the United States. And having someone that having a business you can call to come out and help you on the side of the road could be really, really, really huge and important for your safety. So definitely something to consider, like AAA or something like that. Okay. How do you get some? Find an insurance agent, Google it. State Farm, Fred Loya, USAA. There's a million of them out there. They're also all over online and on the YouTube ads, all kinds of stuff. But if you're driving, you got to have some, because it's the law. but you might shop around and see what different ones. That concludes this video on car insurance. Just remember, the goal of insurance is to manage risk that we cannot manage with our savings account and that kind of a thing. Okay. I will see you in the next video.